rested? Well, you and me both. Well, I guess we could. Well, I was thinking. Let me take a look. 206? Yeah, we start with Mizmor Shir, yeah. What page did you say? Oh, 226. Okay. Okay, we'll start. Chag Sameach, everybody. It's good to see all of you here. It's going to be a lovely evening with a nice dinner, a little study, in the festive spirit of Shavuot, and of course the relaxing spirit of Shabbat. And what we're going to do this afternoon is we'll begin with Mincha. We have a little time to do that, and then we'll begin with our Mariv service. And you'll see the Mariv service is a little truncated because it's the Chag and Shabbat. We really don't do Kabbalat Shabbat. So that's the way it is. So we're going to turn to page 226. This is the Mincha service for the holiday, Yom Tov. And it's pretty much like what we usually do, Ashrei and the Amidah and Aleinu and so on. Let's do the Ashrei, and let's go, we'll do it like this. Ashrei Oshvei Veitecha, Ori Halalucha Selah. Tila Ledavi Rabim Chalahai HaMelech, Vabarach Hashim Chalei Olam Va'er. Kador Namul Al Meyod, Veliglato Ein Cheker. Hadar Gavod Hodecha, V'difrei Nivlodecha Asicha. Seicharav Divchaya Biyu, B'tzid Kadecha Yeranenu. Tov Adonai L'Kol B'rachamav Al Kol Ma'asav. Kido B'lechodecha Yomeru, Gvuratecha Yedaberu. Malachut Chamalachut Kol Olamim, Memshaldecha B'chol Dor V'Dor. Hinei Chlelech Yisaberu, B'tanotein Lahem Et Ochlam B'ito. Tzadik Adonai B'chol Rachav, V'chazid B'chol Ma'asav. Ritzon Re'al V'yaseh, V'yet Shavadam Yishma V'yoshiyeim. Tilat Adonai Daber Pi V'varech B'azar Shem Kol Sholer Olam Va'ed. V'anachnu Nevarechecha, V'ata V'ad Olam. Hallelujah. We continue silently with Uvalet Sion on pages 227 and 228. Uvalet Sion Gwel Oshal. Why don't we read responsibly on page 228? And this afternoon, why don't you take the first verse and I'll take the second. So we'll begin together on top of page 228. God, being merciful, grants atonement for sin and does not destroy. Time and again, God restrains wrath, refusing to let rage be all-consuming. You will be faithful to Jacob and merciful to Abraham, fulfilling the promise you made to our ancestors. Adonai Tzvaot, blessed is the one who trusts in you. Adonai, help us, answer us, sovereign, when we call. May God open our hearts to his Torah, inspiring us to love and revere him wholeheartedly to serve God. Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, may we fulfill your precepts in this world to be worthy of happiness and blessing in the Messianic era and in the world to come. Blessed is the one who trusts in Adonai. Adonai, through divine righteousness, exalts the Torah with greatness and glory. I invite you to rise for Chatzi Kaddish on page 229, and then we'll go immediately to the Amida. We'll do a Hechli Kedusha, we'll get to that on 242A or B, but we'll do the Chatzi Kaddish. Yirgadav Yirgadash Shemei Rabba Bialma Divrachir Luthi Viamlich Machlute V'chayechad V'yomechad V'chayidech Obed Yisrael Ba'agala Ba'agala V'vidmar Gari V'imrel Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Li'olam Lo Me'olmaya Yidbarach Vishdabach Yidbavit Mavit Nazivit Hadavit Alevit Allah Shemere Gudujah Vihila Mingo Berlagata Vishirada Tushbechata Vene Chemada Damihirat Me'alma Vimrel. So we'll turn now to page 242b, and we'll begin the Amida together. Then we'll recite Kedusha on page 243, and then we'll each conclude silently the rest of the Amida, which concludes on page 246. We'll begin together on 242b. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hatorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chazadim Tovim, V'gonei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot, V'mevi Goel Livnei V'neihem, Leman Sheva B'Yahava, Melech Hazel V'Gid Mashiach Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham V'Gid Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, V'Chemetim Ha'adar Rav Loshia, M'harid Ha'atah, Mechal Kel Chaim B'Chesed, V'chayim Meitim B'rachamim Rabim, Samech Navlim V'Ravei Cholim, U'madir Asurim, U'mekayem Emunatav L'Shenei Avar, V'chamocha Umichael, Umazmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emad Adalachayot Medim, Baruch Adonai, Michei HaMetim. Nikadish Eshim Chabalam, Geshem Magdishim Adabish Memarom, Kakatsu Bayad Neviecha, Figar Zel Zevi Amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzivahot, Melech Haaretz Givodo, Zubata Baruch B'Yomehiru, Baruch Givodo Mimkomo, V'divrei Kodecha Katuv Lemor, Yimloch Adonai Leolam, Elohai Echziyah, V'dor V'ador, Hallelujah. V'dor V'ador Nagid Kol Lehecha, V'nitzon Nitzach B'Shadecha Nagdish, V'shivcha Elohim V'pinu Le'amush, Le'elam Ba'ed Ki Amelch Kadosh HaKadosh, Ata Baruch Ata Adonai, El HaKadosh. Please include the insertions for Shavuot. Continue with Kaddish Alein, page 247, followed by the Aleinu on 248. Yidgadal v'yidgadal shemei Rama Ve'al madi ve'lach l'rdei V'yamlich malchutei V'chayichon Ve'yom eichon V'chayidcho b'ed Yisrael V'agala v'zmargari v'yimeru Yishmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Olmei Olmaya Yidbarach 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 V'yishtabach V'yidbarach V'yidramam V'yidnasi V'yidadar V'yidalev V'yidhalal Shemei De'kul D'sham V'yihila Min Kol Birlachada Birlachada V'shirada V'shbechada V'nechamada Da Mirad V'alema V'yimeru Take Habas Alod Alabahod Necho Yisrael Gadavodi Vishmaya V'yimeru Yesh Lamarabah Mi'in Shemaya Chaim Aleinu V'Akol Yisrael V'yimeru Ose Shalom Imroma V'Yazeh Shalom Aleinu V'Akol Yisrael V'yimeru Amen. Be seated. At this time, we'll conclude our Mincha service with the Mourner's Kaddish. I invite those observing a yard site reciting Kaddish to please rise as we recite the Mourner's Kaddish on page 249. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rava v'yolama divrach rutei v'yamlich machutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'izman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabam Barach Le'olam Me'olamaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yithaleh V'yithalal Shemei D'Kudusha Richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata D'shbichata V'nechemata D'avir Ad Mi'alma V'yimru Yehi Shalom Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Please be seated. So now we're going to begin our Shabbat, Erev Shabbat service as it is. And it might seem a little counterintuitive, but because it's the Chag and also Shabbat, we don't really have much of a robust Kabbalat Shabbat. Of course, we have the Ariv service, the Mariv service. But anyway, we're still ushering in Shabbat. So I want to go way back to our time in kindergarten, first grade, and we're going to kind of warm up with this Shabbat classic, okay? You all know this one. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, very 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 bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, hey, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Okay, very good. So, we actually begin our service this evening on page 23. We start with Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. And like I did this morning, we're going to do the top of the song, or the psalm, and the bottom of the psalm, okay? So we got two melodies to choose from, and I'll lead you in both of them. Page 23 goes like this. Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat Tov Lehodol Lehodol Adonai Ulezamer L'Shimcha Elyon Ulezamer L'Shimcha Elyon Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat Tov Lehodol Lehodol Adonai Ulezamer L'Shimcha Elyon ולזמר לשמך העליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ומודעתך בלילות, עלי עזור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור, מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. Well, I have a moment, I think. I've been singing this here for years, and as you know, Rabbi Berman and I used to sing a little counter melody. I think maybe I'll teach that to you, okay? So we'll do a little formal instruction on this song, and then not necessarily easy, but it goes like this. The melody is okay. This is where the counter melody comes in, okay? It's really a matter of rhythm. It goes like this. Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat tov lehodol Adonai ulezamer Elyon. Kind of complicated, but it goes like, let's try it again. Let's do it together. So if I start singing, I'm just going to try this a little bit. Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat, Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer Elyon. Okay, great. You fit in the L'Shimcha, but that's actually the other part. So here's what we're going to do. You guys know Mizmor shir liyom. We're going to sing that. I'm going to break into this. You'll see how it goes. And so that way, when we're doing this over the weeks and so on, I can break into either one of those and I'll have an idea what's going on. So we're going to start together like this. Mizmor shir, 1, 2, 3. Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat tov lehodol Adonai ulezamer. Close, okay. In my choir directing days, we used to call that, in the music world, they call that a mess, okay? But anyway, it's getting there, but all right. Anyway, that was fun. Okay, let's sing the bottom of this psalm like I promised. We're going to go 4 lines from the bottom. This is a melody I know you all know. Tzadik Adamar Yivrach Ki Erez Ba'Levanon Yizgah Shetulim B'Meit Adonai B'Chazron Eloheinu Yavrichu Od Yinu velo avladavo. Let's continue our service on page 24. We're going to recite in Hebrew together Psalm 93. Adonai malach yayut lavesh, lavesh Adonai os hitazar, avtikon tevel bal timot, nachon kisacha me'az, me'olam ata, nasu'un harod Adonai, nasu'un harod kolam, yesun harod dochyam, mi kolod mayim rabim, adiri mishpareya, hadir b'marom Adonai, edotecha ne'emnu ma'od, levedecha na'ava kodesh Adonai. Edotecha ne'emnu ma'od, levedecha na'ava kodesh Adonai, liyorech yamim. Again, I invite those observing at your side, reciting Mourner's Kaddish. Please rise. We'll do the Mourner's Kaddish on the bottom of page 24. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yolma divrach dirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayichon v'yomechon, v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agalav v'izman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mevarach, le'olam olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal, shemei d'kudisha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, v'shbichata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'yimru. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru. Oseh shalom b'mromav, v'yaseh shalom aleinu, v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru. I now invite all of us to rise as we recite the Baruch Hu together at the top of page 28. Baruch Hu Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Please be seated. Let's read responsively on the bottom of page 28 on the left. Light and darkness, night and day, we marvel at the mystery of stars. Twilight, high noon, dusk and dawn, though we are mortal, we are creation's crown. Grant steadfast love, compassion, grace, sustain us, O God, our origin is dust. Majesty, mercy, love, endure. We are the little lower than the angels. Resplendent skies, sunset, sunrise, the grandeur of creation lifts our lives. Even our darkest morning dawn, renew our lives as you renew all time. Mavil mamehivi laila, mavil benyamuvein laila, Adonai tzbaot shema elachai v'kayam, tamidim lachalein leilaham va'ed. Baruch Adonai, Amari Bravim. Continue the Avat Olam, page 29. Avat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Avda, Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim odanu limadida. Oken Adonai Eloheinu, b'shachvenu u'v'komenu, Naseach bechugecha ahavat olam v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu v'vahem nege yomam v'layla ahavat olam b'it Yisrael amcha avda Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim odanu limadida. Oken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachvenu v'komenu naseach v'chugecha ahavat olam v'yahavatecha ad asher b'menu li'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai. Oh Ohivam o Yisrael. Ahavat olam bid Yisrael amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadita Hakein Adonai Eloheinu v'shachvenu v'kumenu Naseach b'chugecha ahavat olam Naseach b'chugecha ahavat olam. Page 30. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. V'ahavita Eid Adonai Elohecha V'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha V'chol me'odecha V'hayu hadivarim ha'ivet Asher anochi metzavecha Hayom alevavecha V'shin adam levanecha V'di bahar tabam V'shivdecha b'veitecha V'lechnecha ha'baderech Shochvecha u'v'enkomecha U'g'shadam lehoda yadecha V'yilet adavot v'neinecha V'chedavdam Abzuzahot betecha V'vishearecha V'hayachem shemot yishmu tzotesha Nothing but that. Continue on 32. We're going to continue in the top on page 32, about 3 lines from the bottom of the first paragraph. Kiblu alehem, malchudo, v'ratzon kiblu alehem. Moshe, b'nei Yisrael, lechanu shira. Moshe, b'nei Yisrael, B'simcha rabba v'yameru chulam V'chamacha ba'ilim Adonai V'chamacha nedar v'kodesh Nora tilan ozevelech V'chamacha ba'ilim Adonai V'chamacha nedar v'kodesh Nora tilan ozevelech Omer chazak v'imenu. Baruch atah Adonai. Israel. This evening, let's read the Hashkivenu prayer together in English on the top of page 33. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people, Israel, over for us, Aleinu, to God, Shilomecha, over us, Aleinu, to God, Shilomecha, Baruch Adonai. Praise to God, Shalom Aleinu, v'akol amo Yisrael, v'ha'Yerushalayim. I invite you to rise now. We turn to page 34. This evening we will sing B'Shamru, and then we'll make the proclamation for the festivals, which is out of our Torah, Leviticus. We start like this. V'Shamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Le'dorot HaBeri Olam V'Shamiru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Le'dorot HaBeri Olam Be'ni u'be'bnei Yisrael Oti le'olam Oti le'olam, oti le'olam, v'shamiru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'azot et HaShabbat, le'dorot ha'merit olam. Ki sheshet yamim, Osadonai et HaShamayim, v'et ha'aretz, v'shamiru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat, le'dorot ha'merit olam. Uvayom ha'shvi, Shabbat v'yinavash, Shabbat v'yinavash, Shabbat v'yinavash, v'shamiru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'azot et HaShabbat, le'dorot ha'merit olam. Let's recite together in the Hebrew. Vayidaber Moshe et Moadei Adonai el b'nei Yisrael. Thus Moses proclaimed the festivals of Adonai before the people Israel. Yidgadah, Shemei Rabbah, Yomad Yivrach Yera'ud, V'yamelech Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayidecho Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, V'magari V'imrel, Yeshmei Rabbah Mivorah, Le'olam Olam Me'olmaya, Yidbarach V'ishdabach, V'idbar V'itmavina Zevit Hadar V'idale V'idalal, Shemei Legudusha, V'hila Migal Birlachata V'shirata, Tushbechata V'nechemata, Damiran Mi'alma V'imrel. So this being Shabbat and of course Shavuot, we recite the festival Amidah, which begins on page 41a or 41b. We recite it in silence to its conclusion on page 44, and be sure to insert those phrases for both Shavuot and Shabbat. I invite you to rise. We turn to page 47, and we're going to sing this page. Vayachul hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzivoam Vayachal Elohim bayom hashvi melachto asher asa Vayishbot bayom hashvi mika melachto asher asa Vayvarech Elohim et yom hashvi Vayigah Dejana Kiva Shabbat Miko Melachda Kiva Shabbat Miko Melachda Asher Bara Asher Bara Asher Bara Elohim Lasod Baruch Atah Adonai Elohim Elohim Avotinu Elohim Abraham Elohim Yitzchak Elohim Yaakov Elohim Sarah Elohim Rivka Elohim Rachel Elohim Leah Ha'el Gadol Ha'gibur Ha'nora Ha'elayon Kadei Shamayim Va'aret Magin Avod B'divaro Mechayim Edim B'ma'amara Magin Avod B'divaro Mechayim Edim B'ma'amara Ha'el Gadol Shein Gamur Shein Gamur Hamini Yachle'avo B'yom Shabbat Kodsho B'yom Shabbat Kodsho Shabbat Kodsho Magin Avot B'divaro Mechayim Edim B'ma'amara Magin Avot B'divaro Mechayim Edim B'ma'amara Kivam Ratzah Kivam Ratzah Ani Yachlahem Lefanav Enavod Lefanav Navod B'irav Avachad V'nodeh Elishema V'nodeh Lishma B'chol Yom Tamid V'nodeh V'nodeh Lishma B'chol Yom Tamid Meyin HaBirachot V'nodeh Lishma B'chol Yom Tamid Meyin HaBirachot Magin Avot B'divaro Mechayim Edim B'ma'amara Magin Avot B'divaro Mechayim Edim B'ma'amara El Ahodot Adon HaShalom Mikadish HaShabbat U'mevarech Shivim U'mediach HaBigedusha Leyam Medushenei Anek Zecher Lemazeh Vereshit Magin Avot B'divaro Mechayim Edim B'ma'amara Magin Avot B'divaro Mechayim Edim B'ma'amara. You may be seated. Let's turn to page 48 and let's recite in English together on the left. Our God and God of our ancestors, find favor in our Shabbat rest. Instill in us the holiness of your mitzvot, and let your Torah be our portion. Fill our lives with your goodness, and gladden us with your triumph. Cleanse our hearts so that we might serve you faithfully, lovingly and willingly, Adonai our God. Grant that we inherit your holy Shabbat, so that the people Israel, who hallow your name, will always find rest on this day. Praised are you, Adonai, who hallows Shabbat. Kaddish Shalem. Yigna v'gna shemei rabba. V'abad yivrachu devem nichbach v'chai chol v'mechol v'chil v'beit Yisrael. B'agla v'izman kari v'yimrel. Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mivora. V'alam lau me'omaya. Hidmara. Hidma v'shtabach. Hidma v'nwana sev. V'navit v'nal shemei v'kudusha. Elam migo b'chada v'shivada. Shub'chada v'lechamata. D'mramad v'yimrel. Amen. Gabel Sodol Vodol Yisrael. God of Honishmai Ve'Yimrel. Amen. Is the love of Mishmai V'chaim Alin V'chol Yisrael Ve'Yimrel. Amen. Oseh Shalom Imrama. Uyazeh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ve'Yimrel. Yimrel. Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. V'yoko Yisrael v'Imrel. Amen. Now, please remain standing for Kiddush. Of course, being Shavuot, we do the Kiddush for festivals. Now, we're going to be having dinner in a little bit. We're going to recite Kiddush out in the multi-purpose room as well. But just because we do Kiddush there, that's like our home practice, doesn't mean we don't do Kiddush in the sanctuary. And besides, it gets me the ability to drink 2 glasses of wine. I think that's why they set it up that way. Okay. So, Ephraim, Rabbanan, Rabbotai. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'am, v'rabemanu mikol ha'shon, v'kiddushan b'mitzvotav. V'atitzei l'Adonai Eloheinu b'yahava, Shabbat olim nucha, moadim l'simcha, chagim uzmadim l'sasom. Et yom ha'shabbat hazeh, Ved Yom Chag HaShavuot Hazeh, Siman Matan Doratenu, B'Yahava Mikra Kodesh, Zechel Yitziat Mitzrayim. Kivan B'Charta V'Tanu Kidashta Mikol Ha'amim, B'Shabbat Modei Kodechecha, B'Ava V'Ratzon, B'Simcha V'Sason, Hinchatanu, Baruch atah Adonai, B'Gadish HaShabbat, B'Yisrael B'Hazmanim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu, v'giyamanu, v'higiyanu, l'zman hazeh. Aleinu, page 51. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon. Kagatu b'toratecha, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar, v'haya Adonai, le'melech al kol ha'aretz, v'yomahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shema. We do the Mourner's Kaddish, followed by some brief announcements, and then Yigdal. So I invite those who are observing at your side, reciting Mourner's Kaddish, to once again rise, page 52, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'olama divrach l'rutei v'yamlich machlutei, v'chayichon v'yomechon, v'chayit b'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbam Varach Le'olam Ulmei Olmaya Yitparach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitalev V'yithalal Shemei Dekudusha Riklu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbichata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu, v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromam, v'yaseh shalom aleinu, v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Okay, a couple announcements. I'll take it from here. Of course, we have services tomorrow at 9:30, which will include the reading of the Megillah Ruth and Yizkor, so please be here if you can. That's it for me. Okay. Oh, of course, we have Hallel tomorrow. Right. Okay. Let's conclude on page 53 with Yigdal, and then I'll invite you all to greet each other with Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom, and then we'll meet in the multi-purpose room. It's good to see Jackie Mentor here, one of our guest speakers. Jackie and I go way back. She's known me since I was 10 years old. If she can believe that. Anyway, it's good to see you. Yigdal, page 53. Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtaba Nibza v'yehinei del metziuto Echad v'yin yachid geyichudo Nelam b'gam mitzav le'achduto Elo demudagu v'yehin al-guf Lo na'aruch ilav gedushato Kadma lechad avar asher nivra Rishon v'yin reishi l'reish ito Hino adon olam lecha na'otzar Yoreh gedulata malchuto Sheva nevuato netano Ela ha'tzeis segulado v'tiv arto Lo kam Yisrael gemashehot Navi umabit et emunato Torah demenata le'amoel Haya Niviya Ne'eman Beito Lo Yachalifa El Velo Yamirato Li'olamim Lizulato Toveh V'yodeya Zedareinu Mapilis of Davar Bekad Mato Gomer Le'ish Chesed Gemiva No Taylor Ashara Grishato Ishlach lekes yamin meshichenu Livtot mechakegez Yeshu ato Metim yechayel Merov chazdo Baruch adei ad Shem tehilato Metim yechayel Merov chazdo Baruch adei ad Shem tehilato Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom.